Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I hope you guys had a dope Valentine's Day with you and yours. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're going to be speaking about Devin Haney versus Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall on the hunt, trying to get that fight with Devin the Dream Haney. We're definitely going to speak about that. We're going to have our reaction to Ryan Garcia and how the way he's been looking in the lead up to his fight with Mario Barrios. And we're going to talk about Keyshawn Davis's stern warning towards Devin the Dream Haney. You see what I'm saying? But before we get into that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,300 mark, looking to hit that 3,400 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. Shout out to everybody that's in the comments thus far. My boy Des215 in the building. Shout out to Philly in the building. Absolutely. My boy Slime in the building. My unofficial co-host. What's going on, brother? He said, shout out to Mazuma Nation. What's the word? Now, we chilling, brother. I can't complain, man. We had a solid day overall. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? I had to work earlier this morning, but you know what I'm saying? Went out with the wife. We went to we went out to get something to eat. You know what I mean? We kept it light today. You know what I mean? We still got tomorrow and things of that nature. So we're gonna make it do what it do, baby. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Lorenzo and the motherfucking Benzo showing love from all the way out Tokyo. What up? Real Assad, what up? That's a new name. What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Hope everybody's doing well, man. And for those of y'all who single, just like people in church say, this too shall pass. Coffee plant, what up? Shout out to my brother Coffee, man. You say you under the weather? Man, it's definitely something going around, bro. The wifey not really feeling too good. People at my job, they sick. You know what I mean? It's something definitely going around. Thank God my immune system been holding up pretty well though. But get through that ASAP, brother. Godspeed. You feel me? Yeah, man. How we feeling? How we feeling? You know, I've been in the works. I've been speaking to some people just to get y'all an update. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for Teeth to respond to me so we could get some type of interview going. I reached out to him yesterday, trying to see exactly what his availability is like. You know what I mean? We definitely want to talk to him. My Teeth got a big fight against Joseph George, I believe that's his name, in Detroit on Clarissa Shield and Franchise Cruz Dezern undercard. Co-main event, man. That's a huge platform for our Teeth, man. Very, very happy for him. I haven't reached out to Greg Hackett yet, but we definitely gonna get that going. You know what I mean? Bill Haney, he was in the comments yesterday. He said that we could chop it up tomorrow. So he said that yesterday. So tomorrow is today, technically. So you know, if he stops by, then we can have a conversation. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, Slime, you did tell me about that, brother. Yeah, definitely take care of your health, man. Take care of your health. As a well, I'm gonna say I'm an inactive asthmatic as of right now because you know they say that asthma never leaves you, that it's either active or it's inactive. That's what I learned from a doctor that I had spoken to in the past. So, you know what I mean? Coming from somebody who, you know, had active asthma growing up, that shit is no joke, man. So definitely take care of yourself, bro. You got one body. You know what I mean? You take care of your body and it take care of you, bro. Bethaniel, what up? What's going on? What's going on, man? We about to get into these topics, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob as always. You feel what I'm saying? Be on the lookout though. Y'all might see me in that studio again, chopping it up with y'all. You know what I mean? Things is definitely coming together. I woke up to a good little message, you know, earlier today. So we gonna step up the content, man. We definitely stepping up the content. What'd you say? Yeah, my the wifey Millennia is insisting that she is a part of the podcast. I feel like she would be absolutely useless to the podcast because she knows absolute shit about boxing. I did offer her an alternative. Hold on. I did offer her an alternative, and that was when we get our podcast off of the ground, where we start talking about like general life things that she could talk more about. You know, I offered that, and it seemed like she was uninterested. So she wants to strictly be a part of the boxing podcast. I don't know why. She don't even know how to throw a jab. So I don't even know why she would ever want to come talk boxing. But we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We definitely about to get into this, man. Let's tackle the first subject that is a part of the live, man. We're gonna be talking about Devin Haney and exactly what he got going on, and how Jack Catterall has been heavily pursuing that fight, and why it should be a fight that should be spoken about. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not because Jack Catterall is the most demanded fighter, but it's none of that. We're gonna look over the whole. We're gonna put Devin Haney's options under a microscope, and we're really gonna talk about why Devin Haney and Jack Catterall may make sense. You see what I'm saying? They said to name 5 world champions right now, babe. They said to name 5 world champions right now, like any of them. See, and that's women for y'all, man. That's women for y'all. Not that they're unintelligent, because she's very intelligent, but they want to put themselves in things that they know nothing about. See what I'm saying? Okay. I told her we could do a podcast together. Coffee said boots, 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 boots. That was funny as shit. Boots, Jerron Ennis, Boots Ennis. See, she met a few world champions. That's the crazy part. She didn't even know. When we go to them boxing awards, they be world champions there. You don't even be peeping. I actively train around like former world champions. Nate Miller, cruiserweight champion of the world. Steve Cunningham, former cruiserweight champion of the world that just got inducted into the PA Boxing Hall of Fame. Danny Garcia came by the gym. So that's 3 right there. That's 3 former world champions right there. You've been around Boots. You seen Boots before? That's 4 world champions. Stephen Fulton, Tevin Farmer. Bro, I'll be around world champions, all the former, current, or former world champions, like, often. Shit is crazy. Like, in Philly, boxing is so, like, deep in Philly, bro, that you can literally be sitting right next to a former world champion, top contender, and not even know it. I remember the one time we was chilling outside my pop gym. Ask my pop. We was out there just chilling. And, you know, our gym is right in front of like a corner, right by a corner. So, you know, there's a red light. So, you know, there be cars that be sitting there waiting for the light to turn green. So we look over. On my son's life, I ain't had no idea who boy was. And my dad looked over and he was like, oh shit, look. It was fucking Meldrick Taylor, bro. Like Meldrick Taylor. For those of y'all who know who Meldrick Taylor is, I mean, let it be known in the comments. World former champion from Philadelphia. The fucking beast. One of the best fighters from Philly that ever will lace up a pair of gloves. Like, shit just be like that, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Been around J-Rock. Fuck, he was a former unified champion. All types of shit, bro. I ain't gotta keep going. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm gonna tell y'all is, man, this new wave of talent that's coming from Philly, we're gonna have multiple world champions, probably simultaneously, to be honest with you. This new wave of like Puerto Rican fighters from Philly, my of course, my black brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's coming up in Philly right now, like Salim Bey, fucking monster. That kid, Zachariah Chapman, if he stay dedicated, he'll be an absolute issue. The kids out of my gym, Joshua Ramos, David Jacobs, Derek Moore, who's going to be making his professional debut, God willing, soon. Like, this new wave of talent we got in Philly is crazy. And and I only spoke on a few of them. We ain't even talking about Christian, that kid Christian Ortiz. That's his kid from Reading. His name is what's his name? Like Eric Martinez. He's a fucking problem. Bro, it's so many. It's so many, bro. But anyways, let's get into this boxing talk, man. Devin Haney. His name has been all over the place lately, especially since beating Brian Norman and becoming the WBO welterweight champion of the world. And he's been him and Bill Haney have been actively seeking smoke, looking to see who could be the next possible opponent. From what I understand, they haven't really spoke on, to my knowledge, they haven't spoke about like a return date or anything like that. But, you know, Devin Haney didn't really take any damage. You see what I'm saying? He boxed beautifully. he hit Brian Norman and didn't get hit as a result of that. So, you know what I mean? He could come back and get back in the ring as soon as possible, right? So ideally, I believe Devin Haney should fight at least 2 to 3 times this year. You feel what I'm saying? But when you're looking at everything that's going on at 147, and I spoke about this previously, there's not many options when it comes to champions. I just seen Devin Haney say that fight with Ryan Garcia, that rematch is chalk because he pulled out of VADA testing. Maybe that'll change if Ryan Garcia participates in 365 testing again. I feel like Ryan Garcia should not be fighting at all. And this is just for drug cheats in general. Anybody who's ever tested positive for a banned substance, Oscar Valdez, Luis Neri, Jaime Munguia, Ryan Garcia, Canelo, I feel like if you are somebody who has failed a drug test in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, you, especially if you're still competing at a high level, you need to be forced to fight. I mean, not to fight. To enroll in 365 testing for the remainder of your career as a boxer, as long as you are, you know, a top contender or a world champion. Shay said Eric a beast. My boy sparred him. He nice. Yeah, my guy Derek lost to him in the Golden Gloves. Eric is but Eric had well over 100 fights and we only had 10. But that's what happens when you open class, yo. Like when you open class, you can fight and you got 10 fights. You can have 10 fights and fight somebody with 90 fights. You feel what I'm saying? So Eric Martinez is definitely a beast. We're gonna be going up Redding. I got his team number. I'm gonna reach out to them, try to get some work. And Derek was actually in the court, like in the middle of Ramadan during that fight. So that definitely didn't help. You know what I mean? Some people, some Muslims, like they could perform and do very well during Ramadan, but there's some people that it takes a lot from them. You see what I'm saying? Derek doesn't really perform too well during Ramadan, and I've learned that. So I let him, get through that. I don't even know what Muslims consider it. It's like I know it's not considered a holiday, but it's like let me see. Ramadan is next week, from what I understand. A holy month. Yeah, I'm gonna let him get through his holy month, and we'll get back in the gym and start getting some fights, man. Derek has been looking absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. Then they said Ramadan's on the 17th, so that's 3 days. Yeah. Shout out to my Muslim brothers out there. But Eric Martinez is definitely a beast. I fuck with him. I like his style. But anyways, we got a lot of talent coming up in Philly. But let's get back to the topic. Devin Haney, when you're looking over his options, he doesn't have many options in terms of getting unification fights or fighting other world champions. Let's go through it. I spoke about this previously in that video, my most recent video I put out. But let's go over it again. Mario Barrios fighting Ryan Garcia, right? Let's say Ryan Garcia, hypothetically speaking, he beats Mario Barrios. And we're going to be speaking about that as well. Devin Haney said that fight's already chalked because he's not enrolled in 365 testing. I feel like all, convicted drug cheats in the past or whatever the case, it should be actively involved in 365 testing as long as they're contenders or world champions. But maybe Devin Haney will consider it if Ryan Garcia, gets back into testing. Hold on, my mom's calling me. What's going on? What? Yeah, Bruno Mars, my guy, Mom, but I'm live right now. You interrupting my live right now for what? All right, bye. My mom showed me a Bruno Mars song. I just might. I just might. Yeah, shout out to my boy Bruno Mars, my Puerto Rican brother. Anyways, maybe if Ryan Garcia gets back in the 365 out of testing, maybe that'll be something that Devin Haney will consider. But knowing Ryan Garcia, especially if he get a world title around his waist, he gonna act like motherfuckers can't tell him anything. So who knows how that whole situation will go. Moving on. And if Mario Barrios wins, who knows what Mario Barrios is gonna do? He might move up a weight. Who knows? So then moving on, you got Lewis Crocker, Devin Haney, Bill Haney. They try to pursue that fight. Eddie Hearn doesn't really want that, in my opinion, based off of how the way he was talking. It seemed like he wants to, get a couple wins under, Lewis Crocker's belt so that when he revisits these unification fights, he'll probably be worth more money. On top of that, shout out to my boy DF. What up, brother? On top of that, it looks like Liam Paro is going to get that opportunity. Moving on, we have the other champion that's left over. We have Rolly Romero. Do we really have to speak on that whole situation? Rolly Romero act like he don't want to fight anybody. Anybody. I'm seeing this dude do interviews, man, and his interviews had just been terrible. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Rolly Romero, but it's like he forces himself to do interviews and then he doesn't answer any questions. Yo, Rolly, man, when you looking to come back? I'm retired. Bro, you're an active world champion, bro. The fuck you mean? You feel what I'm saying? He probably trolling, but it's like, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 1,000. Like, if he was trolling and it was actually funny, like niggas let it slide. But you're not even being funny. Like, you just like, you being dismissive of these media guys and all of that shit, bro. Just answer the question. Like, bro, I don't really know what's lined up next. I'm trying to see what date I'm gonna be coming back. Nothing's really solidified as of right now. But we're actively working on it. And once we receive something, I'll let you know. Like, that's how you answer shit. But niggas just be kikiing all the time like shit is a joke. And it really don't be, bro. Like, there's times where you gotta, be serious. Other times, you know what I mean? You could be comical or whatever. But the only time I see Rolly serious is when this nigga comes off of getting his ass whooped in a fight. I feel like that's the only time he ever wants to be serious is when he loses. Any other time when it's all jolly and, trolling, shit just be annoying. But he did say something on a serious note. He don't want nothing to do with Devin Haney. That's the facts. Like, he doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. He literally looked that camera dead in his lens. It was like, I want nothing to do with that fight. Devin Haney didn't call me out. His dad called me out. Bro, you think that Bill gonna call out a fighter if his son doesn't want to fight them? Come on, dog. Cut it the fuck out, bro. Like, seriously. So anyways, when you look at the champions at 147, it doesn't look like there's much that Devin Haney could do at the division. That's why he's looking up at 54 and, throwing shots at the current unified champion at 154 pounds, Xander Zayas. You see what I'm saying? Calling out Xander. His dad, Bill, said that Xander food. Devin Haney's like, yo, he got 2 belts. What's up? Xander Zayas doing interviews talking about that Devin Haney's a payaso, which is a clown, a Joron, calling him a crybaby and things of that nature. And then Xander let it be known, like, yo, Diva, relax. I'm looking to get this Josh Kelly fight. If I already spoke to your father, my team done spoke to your father. If that Josh Kelly fight falls through, then we got no problem fighting you. So that's not necessarily a yes, but it ain't really a no neither. So that's a bit indecisive over on that side. So that leaves Devin Haney pretty much with his hands empty. He don't really got anything going on. So we got Jack Catterall, the guy who is, I fuck with Jack Catterall, not because he trained in Philly or he trained with Bozy Ennis, all of that. There's a lot to respect about Jack Catterall. He's somebody who doesn't mind rolling the dice. This is somebody that could have actually been an undisputed champion at 140 pounds at one point in time, because when I watched the fight, I thought he beat Josh Kelly for that undisputed crown. They had to run it back. Jack Catterall ended up defeating Josh Taylor, from what I remember. Let me go ahead and just verify that. It's been a while since then. But he was able to beat Josh Taylor when they ran it back. But that was a highly controversial fight. He has one loss on his record that both of his losses have been by split decision. So this is a tough, credible guy at 147 pounds right now, and he's really worked his way up to the top position, man. Pause. You see what I'm saying? Beat Harlem Eubank, that was undefeated. You know what I mean? He got a devastating knockout victory over Asuman, or however you say his name. You know what I mean? He bounced back off of that loss against Arnold Barbosa gracefully. So this dude, Jack Catterall, has literally been calling out Devin Haney, from what I recall, since Christmas Day. Like, one of the first tweets I recollect, he's like, yo, Merry Christmas. And I don't know if he was trying to be funny with Devin Haney. I hope he didn't take that little dig or towards his religion or things of that nature. Maybe he didn't. He wasn't thinking about it that way. He said Merry Christmas to Devin Haney, and we know that Muslims don't celebrate Christmas. So maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm thinking too much, but that's what I saw, right? You know what I'm saying? So then, December 28th, we got Jack Catterall said, he writes Devin Haney again. He said, hopefully Bill Haney will let Dev fight me. Let's run it 2026. So then he continues on. He's been relentlessly calling him out. January 6th, Devin Haney writes, looking at a few options, no date yet. Jack Catterall says, who's on the list? At Real Devin Haney. Cool. So then we move on. January 12th, a day after my birthday. He says, evening, Real Devin Haney. Are we getting it on next or not? The pressure is absolutely intense. January 29th, Devin Haney says, nah, swerve. And then Jack Catterall replies, yep, with the eyes emojis. This dude Jack is absolutely relentless. And then Devin Haney has this tweet that he's talking, this was a response to Xander's eyes. He says, they say everything, but let's fight. Jack Catterall says, you say nothing. Then he follows up that same day after Devin Haney says, Jack, I love the dedication. Jack Catterall says, I just want to fight. You have no fight scheduled, and I'm number one for your belt. Let's get it on. So this was Devin Haney's response to Xander's eyes. He said, our fight is bigger than Josh Kelly, and you make more money. Kelly is going to fight the winner of Boots and Virgil, so it looks like me and you should be next. And Jack Catterall responds, I love the dedication, Real Devin Haney. So that was just him clapping back at Devin Haney. So listen, man, is Jack Catterall versus Devin Haney the biggest fight to be made at 147 or just boxing in general? No, it's not, right? But if Devin Haney wants to stay busy, because it doesn't look like any of the champions are available as of right now, you know what I mean? And that we could go back we could talk about Keyshawn Davis. We're gonna speak about him a little bit later on the live, but it seems like he wants to fight Devin Haney, but then he's rephrasing his sentences and pretty much, and now he wants to, like, you calling Devin Haney out as if you want all the smoke, but then when you're doing interviews, you acting like it got to make sense and all. Like, it's just like it's a lot of mixed signals going from Keyshawn Davis right now. So I don't know what type time he on. I really don't. But it doesn't look like that's next on the horizon, because Keyshawn was talking about fighting Lewis Crocker because he feels like that's pretty much an easier fight. You know what I mean? Let me grab this belt real quick, so when I fight Dev, you know what I mean, they could pay me a little bit more money because I'm gonna be a champion in my own right when we visit these negotiations. Smart move. But you can't be out here like, oh, I want Devin Haney next. I want Devin Haney next. When in reality, in your head, you don't really look at that fight as something that's next. So we could disregard Keyshawn Davis as of right now unless something changes. If something changes, then we'll speak about it. But for the meantime, we're not even going to bring up Keyshawn Davis's name. There's too many mixed signals around what his intentions are in terms of what he's going to do for his next fight. Disregard Keyshawn Davis. None of the champions are available. Xander's eyes is locked in on Josh Kelly. What does that leave Devin Haney with, man? What does that leave Devin Haney with? Jack Catterall, number one in the WBO. I didn't see the WBO mandated or anything like that, but he's currently at the top of the WBO rankings for that belt. Cool. So why not get a Jack Catterall fight? Why not get a Jack Catterall fight? Why not take that fight to stay busy? I believe Devin Haney has all the tools to defeat Jack Catterall. Let's not get that misconstrued. I don't feel like Jack Catterall is being ducked by Devin Haney or anything like that. I just think that Devin Haney's looking for like unification fights. He wants to fight other champions. He's not really necessarily worried about contenders right now. But I do think if the WBO was to pull Devin Haney card, he would take that fight. It's like, all right, man, like I got to fulfill my obligations. Let me go ahead and take care of this fight. But for the meantime, while they're not ordering it, let me go ahead and try to get a bigger fight. I'm not mad at it. But when you look over at the options right now, it doesn't look like Devin Haney has anything crazy on the table. So why not stay busy and take that Jack Catterall fight, especially if y'all do it out in the UK? That'll be a huge fight. The UK will definitely come out to see Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a name in the sport of boxing. The UK is invested real heavy in the boxing. That's one of the biggest sports of their country. So if Devin Haney were to come out, man, I'm gonna say this: UK fans love American boxers. You know, historically, look how the way the UK treated Floyd Mayweather. Look how the way they treated Andre Ward and Tim Bradley when they came over to visit. They had like a big media scrum and like a boxing gym, and all these media outlets was just surrounded around the ring, and they asked him all these different questions. You know, I heard Floyd Mayweather say before, and Shakur Stevenson, that they was thinking about moving to the UK because of how much love they get over there and stuff like that. So the UK loves American fighters, so they would definitely come out to see Devin Haney box one of their own, Jack Catterall. Of course, they're going to be rooting for their guy Catterall, but Devin Haney has been overseas and fought at a high level before, so this wouldn't necessarily be new. It wouldn't be anything new to him. You know, Jack Catterall is somebody who don't mind talking a little shit. Devin don't mind talking a little shit. This could be a nice little build-up. Is this the priority? I mean, is this like the top of the list fight? No, absolutely not. I think he wants to fight champions, just like DF said. There's nothing wrong with that. If he was able to lock in a fight with a champion right now, fuck Jack Catterall. We can worry about that later. But when you're looking over the situation, it doesn't look like there's many champions at 47 or 54 that's going to sign that dotted line to fight Devin Haney right now. So you might be in a situation where Jack Catterall may be your best option. I'm just saying. We'll see. Maybe he could pull up something that's better. Conor Benn don't want to fight you. He worried about getting the winner of he looking at either fighting Rolly or he's looking to fight the winner of Barrios and Ryan. It's not worried about Devin Haney. That's why they keep trying to use, oh, he's boring. Oh, he's boring. They want to belittle Devin Haney so people don't demand that fight. They know that Devin Haney is dangerous. They know that he could very possibly outbox somebody like Conor Benn, but they don't want the people to know that. They don't want to have the people know that that's on their mind. So what they do is they try to belittle the fighter so that way people will be like, oh, you know what? That's right. We don't want to see that fight. You see what I'm saying? So, and I just find it funny how y'all call that. I've heard Conor Benn call Devin Haney boring. I heard him call Shakur Stevenson boring, but he only seems like he's interested in only fighting one of those guys. Shakur Stevenson, you called him boring, but you said you're willing to send him a contract next week. First of all, Conor, you're not sending nobody no contracts. Let's just keep that shit real. Like, you're not even your own boss to be sending contracts. You feel me? Like, you can't even step off the porch by yourself without holding Eddie's hand. So if anybody's sending a contract, it would be Matchroom Boxing, not you. You feel me? These fighters they be talking a little bit too loose. Like, you don't even know how to write out a contract, Conor. Like, let's just keep it real. My boy Bethaniel says either Catterall or Karen gotta stay busy. I don't even know is Karen Chukazan in the WBO rankings? Let me see. If so, that's not a bad fight neither. But Jack Catterall might be a little bit more of a popular fight than Karen. I mean, no disrespect to Karen or nothing like that. Let's check these WBO rankings. Oh, Karen is number 2. Absolutely. Manny Pacquiao being number 3 is fucking wild. I don't know what the fuck. Top 3? Manny Pacquiao? Insane. Yo, Chukazan. Karen versus Jack Catterall will be a fucking banger, bro. That will be a good fucking fight. I would love to see that. Manny Pacquiao being ranked in the WBO is insane. But it's probably because of the WBO's history with Manny Pacquiao and stuff like that. But come on, bro. This man had one fight in 2 fights in 4 years? The fuck is we doing? The WBO rank is a little bit stacked over there. They got Jack Catterall, Karen, Pacquiao, Brian Norman number 4, Liam Paro number 5, Polanco number 6. They got Tiger number 7. Giasov number 9, Stanionis 13. You know what I'm saying? They got some good shit going on over there. Karen gonna get a shot soon, because the way I'm saying it right now, Karen is ranked in 3 out of the 4 sanctioning bodies. Yes, sir. That's what it's looking like. Damn, Trayshawn Wiggins hit number 15. Damn. Okay. Shout out to Trayshawn. But anyways, not to get too caught up in that. Karen underrated, bro. He has amazing footwork and work rate. I ain't gonna lie, that fight between him and Jack Catterall is very competitive. Very competitive. And if Jack Catterall and Karen were to fight each other, Bozy got to see Karen for the third time. Ain't that some shit? Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Karen is good enough to upset one of these niggas that y'all care about. Y'all keep trying to downplay the nigga because he lost to Boots twice. Like, yeah, you lost to Boots twice, but that's Boots, bro. Like, Boots is a different type of animal. It's gonna take somebody special to beat Boots. Karen could rumble, dog. I'm telling you, he gonna end up upsetting somebody that y'all care about. We gonna see. We gonna see. But I didn't know Chukazan was up that high on the rankings though. That's crazy. Salute to Karen though. I didn't even know niggas could be named Karen until I came across him. I didn't know that was a unisex name. But anyways, we'll see. Looks like Devin Haney is running low. Running low of options when talking about facing championship, champions, championship level guys. So Jack Catterall may be his next best option, but we'll see. We'll see. There's plenty of time. We don't even know when Devin Haney's coming back. He's probably going to be coming back around May or some shit like that. Maybe in the summer. Who knows? But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Definitely. So I came across this picture right here. And I wanted to know what y'all think about this because obviously Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, I believe they fighting next weekend. I think this time next week is going to be Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia putting it all on the line. You feel what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of news regarding Ryan Garcia because he had just been fined after a late submission for the WBC 14-day weigh-in check. Now, what is this that the WBC does? The WBC does, and this is like a a little system that they got over there. And, some people are feel like it's a good thing to do. Some fighters aren't too fond of it, like the Schofields and them. But they monitor your weight. They want to make sure that you're cutting weight the right way and that you're not being detrimental to your health in the way that you're cutting weight. So they'll give you like certain time frames where you have to be a certain weight. Now, let me get the full. Let me see. Let's look at the full breakdown that the WBC does. Let me go ahead and read it off to y'all. I was just looking at it. Let's see. They said the WBC created this to pretty much prevent fighters from cutting extreme amounts of weight, severe dehydration, increased risk of brain injuries. They don't want that going on. And it helps reduce size advantages on fight night and encourages fighters to compete in more natural weight classes, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So what they'll do is I think they do like a 1 month before the fight. They do like 2 weeks before the fight, the week of the fight. And, they that you're not, like hella heavy. And then like a couple days before you're cutting down all this weight because like I said, like the rules that said, this could cause brain injuries and things of that nature. And, there's a lot of people that get unalived on the, in the sport on a yearly basis. And, one of the reasons may be because you're not cutting weight the right way. You don't want to lose that fluid from your brain. And, you know what I mean? Your brain takes too many shots. All of a sudden you have a brain bleeds and you might go into, you may go into a coma and you may not wake up. We've seen this happen time and time again. So Ryan Garcia had been fined after a late submission of the WBC 14-day weigh-in check. So it says Ryan Garcia may have hit the target for his latest weight check, but his submission was not in full compliance of the WBC rules. Boxing has learned that Garcia was hit with a $5,000 fine and a warning of further disciplinary action after failing to meet the initial deadline for his 14-day WBC mandatory safety rule. The former title challenger ultimately submitted video proof of being within 5% above the 147-pound contracted limit for his upcoming showdown with the WBC welterweight titleist Mario Barrios. Ryan Garcia's 14-day weigh-in check was supposed to be received this past Saturday, February 7th. So, what the fuck, was he a week late? What the hell? Hold on. Let's read this. Ryan Garcia's 14-day weigh-in check was supposed to be received this past Saturday, February 7th. President Mauricio Suleiman informed Garcia's team on February 10th, and a notification obtained by Boxer Scene. So he didn't do the fucking. He was three. They waited 3 days before they let him know, like, yo, nigga, you late. Like, what's going on? Champion Barrios did comply with the video of this mandatory safety rule. The WBC hereby imposes a $5,000 fine for non-compliance. Okay. We expect to receive the weight video either today or first thing tomorrow morning, depending on his training schedule. If we do not receive this video by then, we will be making a press statement and will contact the Boxing Commission with this concern. So basically, if y'all let us know that y'all on the weight, we're going to go tell the commission, and then they're going to decide what to do moving from there. Garcia went on to provide proof of his weight, 154.2, in time for the WBC to formally announce his weight checks earlier this week. Barrios was 153, per a video submitted last Saturday. Barrios and Garcia were required to weigh no heavier than 155 at the 14-day mark. Both were reportedly within 10% of the contract that limit 30 days out from their February 21st DAZN pay-per-view headliner from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Let me see. The next weigh-in check is on Saturday, when Barrios and Garcia will be no heavier than 3% above the 147-pound limit. Both boxers are also subject to random drug tests as contacted through VADA. To date, there have been no issues on that front. Garcia had made a point to post a notification of a negative test. So, basically, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to the 27 people in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit the like. So, it's looking like Ryan Garcia was supposed to be of a certain weight and pretty much submit a video like, yo, I'm on weight. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. On February 7th. They didn't receive it, the video, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, or the 10th. So they charged the man $5,000 as a result of that because y'all not complying with the WBC rules. So now we got to take $5,000 out your pocket because you're trying to go around this whole thing. Now, Ryan Garcia can't tell me that he didn't know about that. He can't act like he forgot. So that lets me know that he needed them additional days in order to get down to that weight. So that lets me know, because like the WBC, I'm pretty sure they're real communicative, like through email, through phone calls, text, whatever the case is. That, yo, you know what I mean? This Saturday coming up, you got to be within this weight, have to show us a video just to prove to us that you're on weight, and we could proceed. So Ryan Garcia knew. It doesn't tell us what date he turned it in, though. Let me see. Okay, so February 10th, they said, we expect to receive. So he was supposed to turn it in February 7th. They hit him up February 10th. It was like, yo, we need this video. You know what I'm saying? Send it either today or first thing tomorrow morning, depending on his training schedule. So it says, Garcia went on to provide proof of his weight. Earlier this week. So if it's earlier this week, it could have been the 10th, the 11th, whatever the case is. Maybe he probably turned it in the 10th or the 11th. So you 4 days late with complying with the rules. So that lets me know that it probably took you 3 to 4 days just to get down to that weight limit, to get down to what, 154.2? This is a bad sign from Ryan Garcia. I'm not going to lie, bro. So that lets me know he probably was well into the 60s and probably was like, oh, shit, I got to turn this, you know what I mean? I'm going to take the $5,000 loss just so I can have more time to cut the weight in a healthy way. He like, fuck it. You know what I mean? $5,000 ain't shit to me. I'm making millions for this fight. Let me go ahead, take my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn it in when I'm ready to turn it in. So that lets me know that Ryan Garcia weight really ain't on point. Like he's claiming it to be. He's taking all these selfies in the mirror, showing off his abs and shit like that. But it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like physically, you look like you're in good shape, but you know what I mean? If you're not on weight how you're supposed to be during a certain time frame, it is a lack of discipline on your part. In my opinion, when you're signing up with the WBC, and Ryan Garcia has had WBC, like interim titles, he has experience with this, you know, sanctioning body, so he can't sit here and act like he didn't know. I'm sure he's took part in these things before. I'm pretty sure he, in the lead up to the Devin Haney fight that had the WBC title on the line, I'm sure he participated in that as well. So he knows what he was going to do. So he knew what he had to do, but he took it upon himself to, you know, try to duck that weigh-in because, you know what I mean, he probably was too heavy for his own good. And when you're looking at Ryan Garcia, like, look at this dude's face, bro. Let me go ahead and pull this shit up, man. You can't tell me this ain't a man who's clearly suffering with getting this weight up off of his system, which is absolutely insane to me because it's like, bro, you've only fought, this is your second time fighting at 47, bro. Why do you look so drained? Why does your face look so crazy? Let me see. And speaking of this, 40 minutes ago, Ryan Garcia was 149.4. The 7-day weigh-in is complete. Barrios is 150.6. Let me see. Where's this fucking video at? Okay. Well, they made their 7-day weigh-in. Just speaking about this. So can't find that video where he was talking. There you go, right here. Look how sunken in his face looks. And listen, everybody got a sacrifice to make weight. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not to say that like, oh, you know, your face is sunken in. Oh, you're drained. That's not always the case, man. When you taking water from your system, your cheekbones are gonna pop out, especially if you have like high cheekbones and shit like that. It's gonna look crazy. But look how the way this man looks. Like look at how like his eyes are like popping out. Look like he got like dark circles around the eyes and shit like that. Yeah, this is.
No, we good. He dropped out of. He's making all the excuses, but it's okay. We're not even worried about him. I really want to fight Shakur.
No, we need that Haney fight too, though.
No, I know that's always gonna be there though. But that's who I want to fight. I want to go from Barrios to Shakur.
Oh, like, sure.
Why that leg crossed like that though? That boy leg crossed like a motherfucker. Like, yo, that nigga got his leg crossed like he got a twat or something. Yo, babe, come look at this, babe. If you see me with my legs crossed like this, what you thinking? This shit got crazy. Now you did say that you think Ryan a little funny, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, look at him. Go the way his leg crossed.
Yeah.
He got that shit. He got that. He got that.
Like DL or something.
She been saying that this nigga's DL for a while too. And you know what? I think he took like a lie detector test. He said that he liked this fucking dude who was a transformer or whatever. Okay. So he probably do go that way. Rolf said he look like he gossip in the salon. He definitely do. Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit is crazy. I don't know why he's sitting with his legs like that. That nigga sitting like he got a twat. I only seen women cross their legs like that and look comfortable. That what? I'll do put my leg on top of the other. Like I put like my fucking like my ankle on my kneecap. You feel what I'm saying? Like this nigga bring the whole leg over the other leg though. Shit's super weird. But anyways.
Straight to it.
Yeah.
What 47?
44.
You're making 44.
I'll make a whole division called 44. Me and Shakur.
44.
He said he'd do it.
No rehydration. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a huge fight too.
Yeah, and I know he's confident, so let's run it.
But I feel like with all the bad blood now between you, I feel like you and Devin truly don't like each other. And like how great the first fight was.
Me, I I just love something about fighting so many people don't think I'm gonna beat. It's like that Devin Haney effect.
Right.
It's like, you really think I'm not gonna beat this?
You like a 9-1 under?
You really think I'm not gonna beat this guy? No, we don't think so, because every time you stepped up to fight somebody, you either got knocked out or you cheated. You really think I'm not gonna beat this guy? Watch this. Pop all this fucking ostrich. Let's get it. Like the fuck. They say he giving off Pato Sucio vibes. That's crazy. That'll always be funny. Pato Sucio. That's funny.
Dog, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Shakur, they're gonna be all thinking he's gonna.
God damn. Ryan looked like that nigga need an IV ASAP. God damn. Can't even see that nigga's Adam's apple. That nigga cooked for real.
Spank me, blah blah blah, all this shit.
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole. Because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like, I have that same eye twitch that Shakur has. I do.
That nigga said. That nigga said. You know, I got that quick eye. You know, I got that quick eye. Like, nigga, what the fuck that even means? The fuck is you talking about?
He knows it. We fought in the amateurs. I beat you. Don't even play around. You know I did. They robbed me because of, you know, your coach was.
Yeah, look at Ryan's cheekbones. Look how the way he looks. His eyes look sunken in. They like, man, popped out. Nigga looking like showbiz and shit. Oh, man. He don't seem like he got all the energy like he used to. You know how he be like ready to jump out his chair and all that. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm tripping. But this shit not really looking good for Ryan. I ain't gonna lie. And plus, you gotta lose an additional 2 pounds, brother. You gotta hold. First of all, you gotta hold this weight until following Friday. So you gotta wait Monday the whole day, Tuesday the whole day, Wednesday the whole day, Thursday the whole day, but Friday morning most likely. So you gotta wait out a whole 4 days. That's not even including this day. So you gotta wait all today. You gotta wait these 4 days that's coming up, man. That shit not looking good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If Ryan's looking like this, I don't know when this interview was, but let's say it was yesterday or the day before. Imagine how he's gonna look on the scale on Friday morning. They're going to make sure it's an early morning weigh-in, too. Like, them niggas going to be weighing in 7, 8 in the morning. And Ryan going to be a dead man on that scale. Barrios don't really look, he don't really look crazy, but I've seen him look crazy at weigh-ins, too. So it might actually even out. Who fucking knows? But if you're looking like this, if you're looking like you sick a whole week before the fight, God bless you. It's not a good look. Just saying.
Doing something with that girl at the USA boxing. Don't think I don't know that. I know the shit. And talking about shit, you shit your pants at the Junior Golden Gloves, and we seen you. All right, anyways.
Yeah?
Yeah. You got to bring up shit for no reason?
Look at him. Look at his face. Ryan don't even look right. Look like, am I tripping? Look how the way his face look. He has zero water in his face right now. Like, no water weight in his face. And we are, look, he look like he shaved his Adam's apple. And they got zero testosterone in him right now. This nigga look like somebody, he like somebody, like young looking grandma or some shit, my nigga. He do look sick. I know I'm not tripping like it, bro. And you want to know how I know? Because I battle health issues. I've been battling health issues since like what, 2018? It's 2026 now, 8 years. I've had my face sunken in like that. Like I show y'all pictures when I was coming. All right, let me see if I can show y'all. I can show y'all pictures of me when I was really sick dealing with my health issues. I can show y'all my face, and my face looked crazy. I'm like, yeah, that don't even look like Mark. Like, what the fuck? I deleted a lot of them pictures, but let me see. I had some bad ones too, bro. Like real bad ones. Yeah, I probably deleted them. But regardless, y'all get my point. I had one pick, bro. Look like a dead man. Y'all probably get the vibe from this picture right here. I probably just look skinny. You see how like my cheekbones all sunken in and shit like that? Around my birthday last year, I was looking crazy too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Whatever. Don't look that much different from when he fought Tank. Yeah, but you know, Ryan couldn't really play that drained approach with Tank because I seen the whole video where I think like the day before the weigh-in, he was like eating tacos and shit, or the week of the fight, he was eating tacos. Like when you doing shit like that, bro, you it's hard to say that you got a weight problem. If you had like a true weight issue, you wouldn't even look them tacos way. You'd be like, man, fuck that. I ain't about to fuck this money up. You feel me? So I don't know, but he looks bad here. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga look like Ellen DeGeneres. The way his face look and shit. So there's that. We'll see. You're gonna be waiting a long time until the weigh-in, dog. So I really hope you keep your health in order. Or you don't. I really don't give a fuck. But let me see what Dust just pulled up right here in the chat. You know he always dropping links. Let me see. Let me see what Dust put in the chat. Ryan Garcia may have been on weight, but he missed the time. So he got charged $5K, not because he missed weight, but because he failed to show the weight at the time that he was supposed to. So yeah. Junior in the building. He said, when you force him to make weight the proper way without cheating, his ass be looking real crazy. Not only that, but when you force him to be involved in some type of strict VADA testing, you know, where he's literally not allowed any leeway to cheat, any wiggle room to cheat, he gonna be looking real crazy. That's why he looked the way he did against Rolly. It was a multitude of things with Ryan that led to his performance. For one, he ain't got no fucking heart. I've been trying to tell niggas that for a while. If he's able to punch on you, cool. But the moment that he's not able to hit you and you're hitting him and you got some type of power that he don't like, he's gonna try to find a way out. He's pussy. He even said he just said this during the interview. I forgot who he did the interview with. Like he said that he was hoping that Rolly knocked him out. And he was so uninterested in the fight that he was just hoping that Rolly would knock him out. When niggas got that type of mentality, that means that they got quit in them. Submission in them. He's a bitch. I've been trying to tell y'all niggas this for the longest, but don't nobody want to listen to me. When I was saying that Rolly was gonna beat Ryan, all he had to do was just stay disciplined with his defense. They was like, man, you crazy, man. Ryan gonna slaughter Rolly. I'm like, bro, why y'all giving Ryan so much credit? When he just came off of a fight where he tested positive for a performance enhancement drug. Like, why are y'all giving this man so much credit? He showed y'all in the Tank fight he ain't got no heart. You can't tell me that it was okay for him to take a knee and do the full count because he had a fractured rib or a broken rib. Nigga, I seen niggas fight with worse. Broken jaws. I see niggas fight with broken hands and orbital bones and niggas tearing their fucking ACL. I seen a female, Leanna Cruz. I seen her tear her ACL during a fight and keep rumbling and then get surgery after the fight and win too. I see Yorkis Gamboa fight Gervonta Davis with a torn Achilles. Like it kept fighting until Tank stopped him. Like you can't tell me that Ryan was justified in taking that knee because he got hit in the rib. Like, no, that's bitch shit. Yeah, Badu Jack forehead was split to the fucking white meat, and he fought the whole fight like that. And came back and became world champion. Like, come on, bro. Like, Ryan Hart not like that. I remember Caleb Plant said, yo, like, I'm okay with dying in there. Like, he said that, and I believed him. He didn't blink. He didn't make any faces. He didn't look away. He said, yo, like, I'm okay with crashing and burning in there. Like, it's just a different type of mentality. I heard Antonio Margarito say that, like, he's willing to die in the ring in order to win. Ryan don't got that mentality. And I'm not saying that mentality is for everybody. I'm just letting it be known that Ryan Garcia's mindset and what other fighters have is drastically different. True fighters. There are some quitters out there. You got Chavez Jr., you got Victor Ortiz. You know what I mean? You got motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicholas Walters. You know, this niggas got quit in him. Ryan Garcia is one of them. He sat there. I forgot what interview it was. I think it was with Showbiz, corny ass. And he says something like, man, I was, you know, like the punch didn't hurt. I was just hoping that he knocked me out. Blah, blah. And listen, I heard De La Hoya say that too in the Manny Pacquiao fight. He was like, man, I was just wishing that he knocked me out. But bro, that was Oscar De La Hoya when he was washed up. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao drained him to come down to 47 when he was already at 54. Oscar De La Hoya was old. He was past it. That's different. Ryan Garcia is youthful, technically in his prime. And he's already thinking like that. How you uninterested in the fight? Oh, man, it was just, you know, I couldn't train multiple days in a row without feeling tired. And, you know, bro, you being undisciplined in the ring is not an excuse for why you lost to Rolly. You shouldn't have got in there, nigga. But Rolly hit you with that fucking power. You sat your ass down. And from there, you didn't want to get hit again. You was on survival mode. You ain't take no chances. You ain't go out on your shield, little nigga. Like, you shelled up like a bitch. Like, we know you are. And Rolly told me that shit. I've told y'all plenty of times. Rolly was like, yo, when I met him, he was a bitch. He a bitch now, and he always will be a bitch. And I thought Rolly was just being funny, but when I really thought about it, I'm like, yo, he dead ass. Like that, like he talking about Ryan character. Like he not trying, he keeping it real. Like that's who he is internally. So because of that, Rolly felt like he had him, and he did. Arthur Abraham fought Edison Miranda with his jaw literally hanging off his head and won. I'm trying to tell you. I see Muhammad Ali grandson shoulder out his socket. He's still rumbling. He ain't no top tier fighter. Nico Ali Walsh, he ain't nobody special. That motherfucker got heart though. He got more heart than Ryan. Yeah, Ben Rodriguez and Jai Opetaia fought with a broken jaw in the championship fight. Yep. That's a fact. And they're not the only ones. Plenty of people got their jaw broken there. And continue fighting. They ain't use it as an excuse. I ain't gonna lie, like shit. I mean, Jake Paul got knocked out or whatever the case is. He ain't go through. He ain't continue fighting with the injury. His jaw broke where he got stopped. But that shit happens a lot. That shit's pretty common. So yeah, man. That's how you know Ryan ain't cut like that. Is what I'm trying to say. You feel me? So we're gonna move on from this, man. We're gonna see how Ryan look at this on the scales at the weigh-ins, whatever the case is. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty more video on them, so we can get more of an insight on how the way he's looking. Hopefully, he not on that UFC shit where he step on the scale and then he pass out or some shit. You feel me? Because let me find out this motherfucker Ryan Garcia bro. You better not miss weight, bro. You better not. Because it's like at this point, bro, he being so disrespectful. It's like this nigga's alert. If you miss weight, I'm convinced you allergic to world titles. These niggas just keep giving you opportunities and you keep fumbling them. WBA shit, you made weight, but you got to stop. Devin Haney, WBC title on the line at 140. You missed weight. So even if you won and you was clean, you still wouldn't have got the world title. Now you're going up to 47 You went up to 47. You fought for the WBA. You lost. One of the most terrible performances of last year by far. Then you fucking get another title shot with Mario Barrios. So you miss weight. You better not. You better not. Because it's like at this point, like, bro, why the fuck y'all keep sanctioning these fights? This nigga don't want y'all belts. Like if you keep linking with a bitch, like if you keep planning to meet up with a bitch and you just keep no showing them, like it's safe to assume you scared of the pussy. Like that's how I take the shit. You feel what I'm saying? If you keep you know what I mean? You keep getting this girl keep inviting you to the crib. You like, yeah, I'm gonna show up. Then when it come up, you get cold feet. You scared of the pussy. If Ryan Garcia missed weight against Barrios, he's scared of world titles. Like he terrified. He can't handle that pressure. That nigga just want to be a streamer, bro. He wants to be a streamer, simple and plain. But I know in the lead up to Ryan Garcia's camp with Barrios, this nigga's sparring streamers and working out in his kitchen and shit like that. We seen Chavez Jr. do that in the lead up to the Sergio Martinez fight and how that worked out for him. Motherfucker was waking up in the morning eating Lucky Charms and like I don't know what be wrong with these niggas, bro. Like, why y'all in the sport? There's so many fighters who live a life that would kill to have your opportunity, dog. And y'all get the opportunity, y'all on the main stage, y'all in a position to do some great shit in boxing. What y'all niggas do? Test positive for PEDs, miss weight, you know what I mean? Fumble fights, you know, basically, you know, quit, give up in fights. Like y'all niggas, y'all just be fumbling the rock any chance y'all get. Ryan, you better win this fight, bro. I'm not rooting for you. So if you do lose, I might fuck around and celebrate. But it's like, you know, considering what you've been through and what you currently got going on in your career, you literally on your last leg. If you don't win this world title, like if you don't beat Barrios, bro, you cook, bro. Your career dead in the fucking water, bro. Dead in the water. Because it's like, what you going to do? You going to move up to 54 and do what? And do what with who? You ain't beating none of them champions up there. I promise you that. You're not beating no fucking Xander Zayas. You fuck around, you probably have a hard time hitting Josh Kelly. You know what I mean? You ain't beating no Boots. You definitely ain't beating no Virgil. Virgil probably stylistically do you worse than all the niggas that's on the list besides Boots. Fucking what was the Sebastian Fundora? I don't see you beating him. I don't. What you gonna jump into them left hooks? I don't know. I don't see you being Fundora. I think Fundora beats him up. Keith Thurman boxes the shit out of you. Boxes the shit out of you. It might knock you out. As open as you be for the left hook, I seen Devin Haney had you on wobbly legs. Keith Thurman hit you clean. He might put you to bed. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He might put you out. Keith Thurman cracked enough to put you on your ass. And knowing your heart, you probably stay down. Virgil do him like he did Lubin. He might fuck around and do that, put him to sleep on his feet. Move to 54 and get KO'd by Conor Benn. Conor Benn might beat him. Like Conor Benn, you know, you got two drug cheese, fuck both of them. But before Conor Benn was tested, you know, was on that bullshit, I actually like his abilities, man. I don't think he's really that knowledgeable. I don't think he's that intelligent as a fighter, but he has some good attributes. He's quick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, quick is in the mind, speed is with the body. You know, like he twitchy. You feel what I'm saying? He got good hand speed, he explosive, he got solid power. You know what I mean? His combinations be crispy. You know what I'm saying? Like Conor Benn got some good shit going on, and he tough. You know, Conor Benn tough. Like he could take a good shot. You feel? I've seen him get hit with some clean shit from Eubank, and like he'll get his head a snap back and all that shit. He'll keep fighting. He a little tough. Conor Benn got more heart than Ryan. I tell you that. So he might beat him, but Conor talking about going to 47 on Rumble Ryan. 54. So yeah. Ralph said Keith ponytail gonna grow back each time he lands on Ryan. That's fucking hilarious. Keith just need to get that shit up. Pause. He need to go bald. That shit is crazy, bro. I don't even know why niggas don't ever point that shit out. As much as Keith Thurman talk, I will point at his insecurities right away. Cause to me, if your hairline all the way the fuck back here, but you still are willing to hold on to it because you're scared of looking, being bald, you an insecure nigga to me. My hairline ever creep up here, y'all. Y'all better not ever let me do that. That shit coming right off. Right off. We gonna rock the baldy. You know what I'm saying? We got the beard. We gonna be cool. We gonna be cool. It's gonna take some time for niggas to get used to, but niggas gonna be cool. Keith, come on, dog. Hang that shit up. Hang up that hairline. That shit cooked. Yeah, like Keith just trying to hold on to that hair as long as he can, bro. That shit done. And you got money, so it's like, you know what I mean? You clearly don't want to spend no money to get your hairline restored. So like, nigga, just cut that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Do what your body trying to tell you to do. You follically challenged motherfucker. Keith go to Turkey. He need to. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do anything for real though. He said, I never noticed it. Let me go look. What, you talking about Keith hairline? You never noticed Keith hairline, bro. Ain't no way you never noticed that. Ain't no way you walked this earth and moved in this planet and you ain't never see that motherfucking hairline. Never. Smoochie, what up, Smoochie? Yeah, like Keith always had like a weird looking like hairline and shit, but like these past few years, it's like since the nigga got married or something, his shit just been crazy. Just look back at his hairline against Pacquiao versus now, yeah. That sitting around got his shit falling off the bone. Tendonism. Hell yeah. Yeah, I still got my Christmas tree up, yo. Sorry. I've been procrastinating to get a container for my Christmas tree, but once I get that, that'll be packed. That'll be away. Probably by the time I pack it away, though, Christmas will be around the corner, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh, shit. Falling off the scalp. That's funny as shit. So, I'm going to play this video for y'all, man. This is Keyshawn Davis's words to Devin Haney. Because, Keyshawn been running his mouth. I ain't going to lie. He just came off of a really good victory against Jermaine Ortiz. Very, very impressive. I like the shot selection. I like how the way he kept the range on Jermaine. He never allowed Jermaine to take control of the fight. Kept a sharp jab on him. Accuracy was on point, man. It was a well-rounded performance. Solid defense, too. The composure, the controlled aggression, even when he knew he had Jermaine hurt. The power, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he filled into the weight really well. Great overall performance, bro. I loved what Keyshawn Davis did in there. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of him, I could give him props and say that he did a brilliant job with dismantling Jermaine. You feel what I'm saying? But he's been calling out Devin Haney lately. That's the fight that he wants, according to what he said in interviews and stuff like that. He just continues to, mention Devin Haney's name, but then, it's a little bit of mixed signals. Like I said with Keyshawn Davis, a lot of mixed signals, saying one moment he want to fight Dev, what's up? And he talking about, I've been talking to Eddie Hearn, we're going to fight Lewis Crocker. It's not, he's not convincing enough to me because he keeps switching up his story. You feel what I'm saying? But this is a video that he put out lately. If y'all ain't see it, we about to show y'all right now. So let's go.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins. No, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you're going to figure out what's going to happen. Go get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit with a brick. I'm going to whoop your ass.
That nigga Keyshawn needs some medicine, man. Get that nigga some Vicodin. What's that shit that calmed them crazy niggas down? Is it Adderall? You need all that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hit that nigga with the whole medicine cabinet. Are you eating my sweets? How selfish. That's what you get.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I wouldn't know. They say he needs some Ritalin. That nigga need whatever end with a Lin or a Den. That nigga need all that. All that. You feel what I'm saying? This dude Keyshawn be all over the place. This nigga, he's certified insane though. Like, I went to school with niggas like him. Like, he was one of them niggas, like, while you in the classroom, he racing down the hallway. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I remember we used to be in the classroom and all the slow niggas used to be doing like suicide. Wait, what was them Jones called? Was it like suicide drills? Suicides where you run the here, then you run back, then you run to the second one, then you run back. Like Keyshawn was one of them niggas. He was one of them niggas that always had a Happy Meal. He had the little social worker holding his hand and shit like that. He was one of them. For sure. Like, everybody taking a test in the class, they put him in another class, but he always got 100 on his test somehow. Yeah, like he was that nigga Keyshawn. He was one of them. He was one of them. Like, when he get angry, he bang his head on the desk and shit. Just like, I don't know, bro. I bet you Keyshawn was one of them. Always fighting. Nigga probably bit his teacher. That bitch need to get punched in her mouth. I did not say that. I did not say that. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That was very rude. Anyways, I do not condone violence at all. Outside of the ring, I do not condone violence. Anyways, let's hear Keyshawn Davis's words again.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins. No, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you're going to figure out what's going to happen. Go get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit with a brick. I'm going to whoop your ass.
What's going on with this nigga, bro? That nigga was tweaking. He said, oh, man. That boy need help. They said, Lorenzo said Keyshawn used to pull the fire alarm when he didn't get in his way in school. That's a fact. Like, nigga, was it a fire drill? I was like, no, Keyshawn stupid ass hit that alarm again. Firefighters show up and shit. Don't worry about it. It's just one of them. It's one of them. It was one of them slow kids that did it. Let me see what Dust put here. I like that, Dust. That's funny as shit. Keyshawn sniffed Elmer's. That's a fact. He definitely did. That nigga said the red crayon tastes the best. That nigga said, ooh, fruit punch. He was one of them niggas, bro. Nigga used to dig in his nose right in the middle of class. Bro, I had a nigga, bro, I'll never forget, bro. I don't even know if I should say dude name or fuck it. I'm gonna say it. In high school, bro. You know, shout out to my old high school for this, because they treated like the people who, you know, the special needs students, they treated them very well. Like their program was amazing, man. So that was a beautiful thing. And plus you could like mentor them and, you know, support them and shit like that, the different programs that they had. But there was this one kid named Hunter. This nigga Hunter, bro. Like I understood, you know, he had his, you know, special needs situation and all that, bro. But he used to do the most wildest shit, bro. He had a face filled with pimples, right? Which is normal, you know what I mean? When you're a teenager, puberty, all that shit, some people break out like that. I know I didn't have the cleanest face, that's for sure. But the nigga Hunter used to literally, babe, I bet you I never told you this. There was this kid that I went to school with named Hunter, bless you. He literally had a face full of pimples. Like his whole face was just red dots. Like real nose, face. Bro, he used to pop his pimples in the middle of class, yo. Like I'm trying to tell you, like this nigga was crazy. Like he'll fill his face. I remember he used to go like this to see where to go. And then he'll go right here, he'll pop, right? And then when it pop, he'll eat it, bro. I swear to God. He used to do that shit right in front of me. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. I can't sit next to this nigga like, because I couldn't stop looking at the nigga, right? But I knew what I was looking at was disgusting. But I'm like, yo, is he really doing that shit? Like, bro, I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And he used to dig in his nose and go like this. Swear to God, bro. Nigga used to put his whole index in his nose. That nigga should be up here. He pull out some crazy shit and be like, yo, I remember my one homie. He's not my homie no more. But I had a homie in high school named Eric that couldn't stand Hunter, bro. Because he knew him since elementary school. Bro, bro, I be running into his Facebook sometimes, bro. His name Hunter. Yo, I used to be disgusted. I'm like, bro, ain't no fucking way, bro. But I used to look at the nigga. I'm like, yo, he really doing this. And like, he used to do crazy shit too. Like, he used to, I ain't gonna say, I'll tell you off for the lie. But he used to do like some freaky shit too. He used to do some nasty shit in the class. They had to take him out. Like, something was wrong with the nigga, obviously. But like, yo, I used to be looking at, I used to be like, no fucking way, bro. I be talking to the other niggas in the class, like, yo, y'all see this shit? Yeah, he was one of them pink people. Yeah, he was. They said Hunter was hunting for gold. That nigga was hunting for gold and found some green. That nigga was. I remember the one time he did that shit in Eric direction, man. He was like this. He was going like that. Eric was like, yo, one of the boogies hit me up and sock the shit out you. He's a tall Hunter. Yo, that nigga Eric ain't give a fuck, bro. Yeah. He was like, yo, one of them jaws hit me, I'm gonna fuck you up, Hunter. Bro, Hunter used to be like, oh, I'm gonna tell the teacher. I'm gonna tell the teacher. He used to talk like that. I'm gonna tell the teacher. Bro, he used to tell on Eric all the time. It's okay, Hunter, just sit down. You know what I'm saying? This was like 9th grade, but this was like, bro, we literally started school at the same time and graduated at the same time. He was at my class of 2016. That nigga was a savage. I'm trying to tell you, bro. He used to talk like he was, you know, what's crazy though? Like academically, he was smart. But like he was off. Like something was, you know what I'm saying? He probably stuck the boogers under his table like bubble gum. That's a fact. That was a nasty motherfucker there, boy. I used to make sure I wasn't within his vicinity because, like, I wasn't like within boogie distance. You feel what I'm saying? I used to watch the nigga, but I wasn't close enough for him to hit me in one of them joints. He used to roll them bitches up and all. Yo, he used to roll them bitches up. He used to roll them bitches up and flick them. I was like, yo, this nigga is dirty, bro. Like, what the fuck, nigga? We got tissues everywhere. But Hunter wasn't with none of that tissue shit. He's like, man, I got it, bro. I ain't even worried about it. That nigga was crazy. But the popping the pimple shit, bro, used to fry me so bad. This nigga used to eat the white fucking pus from his pimples, bro. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, bro. That was like, y'all niggas unlocked a crazy memory in my head. Got me talking about special needs people. I don't even know how the fuck Keyshawn reminded me of that. That's how you know that nigga got some real life issues. If Keyshawn reminded me of Hunter, oh my God, that shit is. Yo, shout out Hunter, bro. That nigga is savage, bro. Let me see if I can find that nigga. I ain't gonna show you nothing like that. I ain't signing into my Facebook. I'm cool. I seen that nigga on my Facebook, like the people you may know section. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I straight removed him off that joint. Don't ever send me no friend request, bro. That nigga said Keyshawn Hunter Davis. Yo, show us a picture. I can't, man. I can't do it. I don't want to do that to him. I really don't. But then I kind of want to show y'all too. I'll be transparent with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Why? No, I'm gonna show. If I'm showing them, if I show you, I'm gonna show the nation. Absolutely. This him right here. Look, man. Let me see. He got two Facebooks. Let me see. It's like the nigga make Facebooks, but then like he ends up making another one. He one of them. Babe, look. And he look exactly like y'all imagine him, by the way.
Oh.
He looked exactly how you imagined, didn't he?
That's the right.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, he looked the same. Hell yeah. Show us a class picture and allow us to pick him out. I don't have my yearbook with me, so that's not possible. But this him right here. That's Hunter, bro. That's Hunter right there. That nigga was different. That nigga was different, I'm trying to tell you. I think Eric kicked him one time. I think the one time, because Hunter and Eric really ain't like each other, bro. So I remember the one time we was coming back upstairs from a fire drill. Let's say, I forgot what floor it was, but let's say we was on the third floor. We was going back to the same class. And we had to open doors to get to the floor, like to get through the entrance to the third floor. And I remember Hunter one time, Eric was behind him. Eric was talking shit to him. And Hunter tried to like keep the door closed behind him so Eric could have opened the door. And Derek like forced the door open and kicked him. He's like, man, he kicked me. He just kicked me. Swear to God, my son, that's how he used to talk. He just kicked me. I was like, oh my God. I used to be sitting there just laughing, bro. He looked like he do the Naruto run through the hallway. He wasn't one of them. He was more like an awkward to himself, but we had them though. We had this one motherfucker that was athletic as shit. And it always be them niggas, like those special needs niggas, they always got like crazy, like physical abilities. But they, in their mind, they crazy, so they really be thinking they anime characters. Like, bro, there was bro. I don't remember dude's name. But it was this black boy. He was tall too. But like you could tell he was off his fucking rocker. But he really thought, like, in his head, he was really like one of them anime characters. Like, they used to let the nigga dress up. Like, because we used to do like dress down days where you pay like $1, $2, whatever the case is. And the nigga used to always dress like some crazy ass like character, like shirt be all ripped up and shoes all balled the fuck up, the tongue on the sneakers hanging off of their life and shit. He was one of them. He burned ants. He wasn't malicious though. Like Hunter wasn't malicious like that. He was just really awkward, like weird. You feel what I'm saying? We had a few of them niggas, bro. Like my school was real diverse. So when I came into the high school, it's a lot more diverse now than what it was when I was there. So I started high school in like 2012. So 2012, it's like the majority was white people, but they just started to diversify with like Hispanics, Asians, you know what I'm saying? Shit, and black people, of course. So you know, obviously I'm in between. Like I'm, you know what I mean, black, Puerto Rican, whatever the case is. So I'm with my black people, I'm with the Puerto Rican. But it wasn't that many of us. You feel what I'm saying? So cool. But then as the years went on, it became more and more of us and shit like that. But you had like one side of the cafeteria where it's like gothic people, right? Like they wearing all black. Then you got like the ones who like their hairs be dyed bright yellow, fucking pink. Niggas got like pink hair. It's like dudes with like pink hair, and they got piercings, and you know they got like the you know it was like the rock star type motherfuckers. Then you had like the white boys who like you could tell they was from the gutter, like they be saying nigga and shit like that, like them type boys. And then you just had like the white bulls who was like athletes and they swore they was the shit. Then you had like the little white girls that, you know, it was just weird, bro. Like high school was so weird because it's like in my head I always thought I was that nigga, right? But like the whole group, like my whole group, like we was all like thorough niggas. You feel what I'm saying? But the white people ain't fuck with us because we wasn't them. So it's like they had their own version of the cool kids, you know, the jocks and all that shit. And the whole time I'm like, nigga, I'm a better athlete than all these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a better athlete than y'all. I mean, I'm stronger than a lot of y'all niggas. I'll beat y'all niggas' asses. But they like, I felt like if I was white, I'd have been like the fucking prime king or some shit. That's how, but them niggas were scared of me. Especially when I slapped that one nigga my freshman year. After that, they was terrified of me. Oh, Mark's ghetto. Stay away from him. He's fucking ghetto. Yo, they used to say that shit, bro. They never said it to my face. Stay away from Marcus. He's ghetto. I'm like, you fucking right, nigga. You know where I'm from. Nigga, I took 2 buses and a train to get here, nigga. Fuck you, me. Yeah, I'm ghetto, nigga. I'm from a whole different side of the city. I was the only nigga from my high school that was from my neighborhood. For sure. My mom used to drop me off at the train station in the morning, 7 in the morning. Take the L to Frankfurt, get off at Frankfurt, take the bus, take the charter bus to the school. Then I come back. I'm taking the bus to the train at the terminal, getting off at Huntington Station down north, and taking the bus all the way back up to the hood. That's what I used to do. Yeah, them niggas hated me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Them niggas, they hated me. They hated me like a motherfucker. I used to get off at, you know where niggas be talking about like K&A, where, you know, Kensington Beach, where all the dope fiends be at. Yeah, that's where I would get off. I would get off at Allegheny Station, and I'd take the 60 all the way back up to Badlands. If I wasn't getting off at Allegheny, I was getting off at Somerset Station, and I'd take the I forgot what bus that is, the 54, some shit like that, all the way back up to the hood. Or I get off at Huntington Station, and I'll take the 54 all the way back up to the hood. Either way, you fucking right, I'm ghetto. Nigga, look where the fuck I'm from. I'm from the poorest neighborhood in all of Philly. Go look up Fairhill, Philadelphia. They call it Badlands because of the, you know, the violence and the crime rate, drug, all that shit. I wasn't a part of none of that. But I came from the poorest neighborhood in the city. The poverty rate in my neighborhood, crazy. If you was making $40K a year in my neighborhood, you was up. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But anyways, let's get into these open boxing topics, man. I know we did a whole lot of, you know, what you call that shit, sidetracking and all that. But if y'all got any questions that y'all want to talk about, is there any topics y'all want to discuss in general? Let me know. We're going to be on for a good amount of time. We probably going to give it another half hour and shit before we call it wraps. I mean, we see where it goes. Shout out to the 36 people that's in the building. The viewership is good right now. He said, man, I remember I was so short when I started high school. I think I was like 5. I ain't grow that much. I think I probably was like 5'6" when I started high school, 5'5", 5'6". I only grew to 5'9". You know what I mean? But I ain't have tall parents. I wasn't blessed with those genetics. You feel me? But 5'9" ain't that bad. Hopefully my son could surpass me. You know what I mean? You was like 5 feet. Nah, I was never that small. Yeah, like I wasn't. I don't know. 5'9" is not really tall in general, but no, I wasn't that small. No. Rouse said, looks like Schofield and them gonna get that body fight. Yeah, I was kind of confused why the IBF would even order Lucas Body to face Albert Bell. Maybe it was just because of where they were set up in the rankings. But it's like the IBF should have known that Lucas Body had that vacant WBA title, within his grasp to fight for. So I don't even know why they would consider doing that. I would have contacted Lucas Body people. Was like, yo, are y'all gonna pursue that vacant WBA title? Because if so, you know what I mean, we're gonna just have Albert Bell face somebody else in a final eliminator or whatever the case is. I don't even know why y'all would do that. Maybe Lucas Body and them was just weighing their options and they was considering it initially, but I don't know why you would rather, like in my mind, if I'm a manager or if I'm the fighter in general, there's no way that I'm gonna choose an IBF eliminator over a vacant world title shot. That shit don't even make sense. Bad Boom Balloon. He said, I'm a little late. I joined during the Hunter talk. What we saying about Ryan versus Barrios? Yo, you know what? Let me see if my homie awake right now. See some. I'll call my homie and be like, yo, remember Hunter? Yo, that nigga was insane. You getting DSG on the stream. I try to reach out to him. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like when you gotta get him in person. He the type motherfucker that you gotta get in person. Because when I reach out to him through DM, bro, he just be leaving me on red. I'm like, damn, Danny, what the fuck? He ain't even answer my last job. I got somebody that could talk to him personally to see if we could get it. As a matter of fact, let me see if I got his number. Oh, this is gonna be my last attempt, but I would love to get probably gonna be my last attempt at trying to get a Danny interview. I know somebody that's real cool with Danny personally. If I can't get it, I can't, bro. Like some motherfuckers you gotta pull up on them in person in order to do an interview. If it's over the phone, they not gonna do it. They not gonna do it. Like that's what I learned with this media shit. But shout out to the fighters who do though, man. Everybody that's giving me an interview. Tito Mercado, real professional. Bruce Carrington, real professional, real timely too. Who else? Motherfucking Mike Fox, Thomas Lamana, Bomac, Greg Hackett. I mean, shout out to the ones that's available. Breadman. I said Hunter is savage. He don't give a fuck. Yo, niggas really. I should have never said the nigga name. That shit gonna be an ongoing joke moving forward. Damn, my homie gotta be sleep. Fuck. Damn, it's Saturday. Why y'all niggas ain't on, like, why y'all not out? Shit. And it's Valentine's Day. He said, only time you see me in the southeast of Chicago is on accident. Why was that said? It's Valentine's Day. Man, Smoochy, keep it a thought, man. A lot of these niggas ain't getting no pussy for real, man. Why you just assuming everybody laid up with a girl right now? Shit. You said after getting up in age, height really don't matter like that. That's a fact though, Junior. I'm gonna say this, and I say this to everybody. There's a market for everybody. There is somebody out here that will fuck with you. But you gotta have your shit together. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta make sure your finances right. Before you ever worry about a woman, bro, make sure you got something going on with yourself. Don't be no bum ass nigga scratching his ass all greasy on the couch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be dependent on anybody to take care of you, bro. Find a way to find whatever your passion is. You feel what I'm saying? Get you a fucking hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like get your finances together before you start ever worrying about a woman. I promise you, you prioritize yourself, the women gonna come your way. Whether you fat, whether you old, whether you ugly, whether you bald. There's a short, tall, average, whatever the fuck your situation is, there is somebody that will love you, man. What's the best gym in Philadelphia for amateur boxers, no bias? Nigga, why would you ask me some shit like that, knowing that I got an amateur boxing gym? Knowing not an amateur boxing gym, that I have an amateur program in my boxing gym. Why would you ask me that? I'm the wrong person to ask that. I'm gonna say us. And I am gonna be biased. I can't help that. But I could mention some other gyms that have some top amateurs as well. We could go with Front Street Gym. Front Street Gym doing a phenomenal job. 365 Gym doing a phenomenal job. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the names I remember off top. Philly's next champ got some solid amateurs too. Bro, there's so many gyms in Philly I can't even call it. One thing I'm gonna always do is mention Pivot Boxing Academy. What you know about Chicago boxing and at Sam Colonna Gym, if you've heard. I had some what's the name of Adrian Granado's trainer? He came to my gym before. What's his name? Apart from your gym, some of my boys gonna stay at Philadelphia. Why wouldn't you want them to come over here? Why wouldn't you want them to come to Pivot? Why you mentioning other gym? What is my gym not an option? What's Adrian Granado's trainer? I think his name was like George Hernandez or some shit. Yeah, George Hernandez came over to visit our gym before. Yeah, Shay acting like he don't fuck with Pivot. If you don't fuck with Pivot, ain't no reason why you should be here, brother. I ain't even gonna lie to you. What weight is y'all guys? Are they amateurs? Oh, you go don't even matter of fact, don't even just because you presented it like that, don't even bring your guys to my gym. Cause I'm gonna fuck around and put a green light on them niggas. If they sparring our guys, I'm gonna put the green light on them. Don't even do it no more. He really said any gym except yours. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, don't bring them to my gym because now I'm gonna put the green light on y'all niggas. And if y'all don't know how to fight, y'all gonna be assed out. Oh yeah, they be by a little town right outside Chicago. Oh, all right. Yeah, we gave him t-shirts and all. That was a cool brother. George Hernandez, a cool OG. He the one who had that funny ass press conference with AB. And George Hernandez. But anyways, man, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's the word? Like my boy Slimy saying, what's the word? What's the word? What we talking about? They on dates and spending wholesome quality time. Smoochie, you're very optimistic. Why aren't you doing that if that's the case? If everybody's doing that, then why is there 34 people in the building? If everybody's doing that, then why are you here? Come on, man. I'll put a link. Des215 said, we need some sparring footage. We need some footage of your gym, Mazuma, like sparring wars and trainer. We working on that. Like, we really about to do a full-out launch on Pivot Boxing Network. So we gonna start doing interviews and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, we don't really record sparring. We don't really record sparring, so nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't about to be. I don't know. Like, we keep that shit as old school as possible at my gym. He said we don't duck no smoke. Well, bring your ass then. What weight y'all? Matter of fact, what weight y'all got? What weight y'all got? Send me a list. What weight is y'all? I got somebody for all of y'all. De La Soul says, who you got for your upcoming fight against Dubois versus Worley? We spoke about that briefly not too long ago. It looks like that's a fight they're going to be finalizing and stuff like that, bro. This could be looked at as a 50-50, and this is why I'm going to say this. Daniel Dubois, big puncher. You know what I'm saying? In some moments, he's shown resiliency. Others, he's shown quit. Fabio Worley looked like he got all the dog in the world. Good conditioning. And he looked like he punched with bad intentions too. But he does have some flaws defensively. So I don't mean to sound cliche, but I think this is the reality of the situation. I think it's going to come down to who hits who clean first. Can Daniel Dubois take a punch from Fabio Worley when he's shown to break down off of, get hit by smaller heavyweights like Alexander Usyk? We actually saw him get put on the highlight reel in his last fight against Usyk. And Usyk isn't your typical heavyweight. He's actually a lot smaller. He moved up to the division. So how can he take a punch from Fabio Worley? We'll see. Fabio Worley does get hit a lot. Can he take a punch from Daniel Dubois when Daniel Dubois be putting shit out too? It's going to come down to, who. It's going to come down to resiliency. I ain't going to lie to you. I can see both of them getting hit. Who's going to be able to dish? Who's going to be able to take that shit like they dish it out? Pause. We don't do kilos over here, bro. Let me see. Let me do this translation real quick. So if a motherfucker 65 kilos, 143, oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Now 70 kilos, what's that? 154, that's perfect too. Yeah, bring them motherfuckers. Bring them motherfuckers. They better be ready to box, though. So if y'all kilos, where y'all from? What y'all from, Canada? How many fights they got? Oh, them 65 niggas. Them 65 kilo niggas. Yeah. I got two young. How old is they? Let me know how old they are and how many fights they got. I got a bunch of 65s. I got a bunch of 135, 140 pounds. I got 3 guys that could box them 65 kilo niggas. I got 2 guys that could fight them 70 kilo niggas. And one of them 6'5". Yeah, Philly like that, cuz 65. I got Australia, they're gonna move there. Maybe it's they moving here. I got a 6'5" nigga that's around 70 kilos. Bro, nah, boy. The crazy part is, boy, not a broomstick though. He actually a big puncher. So, yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to Rashid Alexander. Motherfucker, he a dog too. He fast. He got really good punching power. He tall. He rangy. He ain't got a fight yet, so he technically green. But when he have his first fight, he gonna be ready. He got good feet too. It's like the guys that transition from football, when they come into boxing, they be explosive as hell. Pause. They be fast, coordinated, athletic, powerful. De La Soul says, join late. Sorry if you covered already, but did you cover Haney versus Davis? I think that's a tough fight for. Well, I didn't speak on the matchup specifically because, like I said, I feel like Keyshawn Davis is giving a whole lot of mixed signals. Like one moment he's making it seem like he's all in with the Haney fight. That's the fight he wants next. Then at other moments he's talking to Eddie Hearn about fighting Lewis Crocker and if the money right, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough transparency on my part. It's not enough. How can I say? He's not being assertive enough. Like he seems to be a bit indecisive. So that's why I didn't speak on that matchup. But it's a great fight. Like stylistically, it's a great fight. You got somebody with Devin Haney who has championship level experience and world-class jab, one of the best jabs in boxing, fast hands, fast feet. You know what I'm saying? Ring intelligence. You got Keyshawn Davis who may not use his feet as much, may not be as fast as a Devin Haney with the hands and the feet, but he got more bad intentions behind him. You know what I'm saying? He might not do everything fast like Devin Haney, but he's smooth, he's calculated, he's sharp. Like I said, one of the most dangerous things about Keyshawn Davis is his punch placement and his punch selection. It's like he knows the exact punches to throw at that. He knows the perfect punches to throw at that specific time. And he punches with bad intentions, man. So solid jab, solid defense. He got some athleticism to him. He's explosive too. His punches are pinpoint. So very, very dangerous dude. Very dangerous dude. So it's going to be I think what's going to play a factor is whether Keyshawn Davis is going to be able to keep up with the agility of Devin Haney. Keyshawn is going to have to look for his food in this fight. I think Devin Haney will be on the back foot. I think he's going to be boxing. Can Keyshawn Davis keep up with him? You know what I'm saying? Can he cut that ring off effectively? Can he jab with Devin Haney? Can he neutralize Devin Haney's jab? Because if you let Devin Haney, he'll go a whole fight without getting hit and taking minimal risk. Can Keyshawn Davis find it within him to put Devin Haney in a situation where he has to fight him? I think that's a very interesting matchup. I think it's going to come down to how the way Keyshawn Davis approaches it, because we know what type time Devin Haney is on. He's going to use his foot speed. He's going to use his hand speed. He's going to everything off the jab. Real quick with the reflexes and all. It's a little bit of athleticism with some skill, mixed in between. How can Keyshawn Davis neutralize that? Damn, that's the Fundora type build. Facts, but he's more sturdy than Fundora though. Fundora's like real, like flimsy. Rashid Alexander, he's not built like no fucking like. No, he ain't got like no fucking what they say like baby legs. You feel what I'm saying? Like he ain't got no skinny legs and all. He pretty sturdy kid. He not gonna be at that weight that long. I do know that because he is young. He only like 20. So, yeah, I thought he was talking about Tank 2 Balloon. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to think about it because we don't really refer to Keyshawn as just Davis. You feel me? Shay said, "Mark, you the main coach for amateur boxing in your gym. I'm one of them. Me and my father, but my dad really has like the younger kids, like them 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. I got like more of like the teenagers / young adults. So yeah, I would be the main coach for the fighters that you're looking for. But you haven't told me how many fights your guys got. You haven't told me they age." Shay says, "Mark, how much money you think you need to live in Philadelphia for 1 month?" That's a good question. You gotta take into consideration transportation. So Ubers and all that shit, that shit not cheap. I tell you that. It ain't gonna be cheap for real. Unless You get a place that's by the gym that you're going to be training at, that'll cut a lot of your transportation fees. Now, of course, you got to pay for food. North Philly would be a good place, I guess, to stay at because there's a lot of corner stores and restaurants nearby where you don't have to be using Uber Eats and all that shit for them to charge you up. And you know what I'm saying? You got to worry about food. You got to worry about transportation. You got to worry about, I guess that's all you really got to worry about. Transportation and food. And where you're living, of course. How much is it going to be for where you live? I don't know. It depends on what you get in an Airbnb, what you doing. I would definitely say, like, I don't know how Australian dollars work, but you probably going to need at least to be comfortable. If you're acting your wage, you know, just spending your money wisely and not just buying bullshit. Damn, that's tough. Yeah, you said 3 to 4K. I'm gonna do some research for you. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing some research. Yeah, bro, you probably gonna need like 4 racks, like 4,000. That's what it's looking like. ChatGPT said between 3,500 to 5K. If you want to live comfortably for a month, that's what it's looking like. The boxing is crazy good. But you saying, hold on, you saying one boy, he's 65 kilos, he got about 25 to 30 fights. Definitely need him done. He could work with Derek. And the other guy under 20 fights, around 13, haven't asked him, but what's their ages though? Because that plays a part in who I could have ready for him, for them. What's their ages? But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Philly's a lot different from Australia, though. I'm terrified to go to Australia. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because the perception that the internet, the perception of Australia based off of what I've seen on the internet, it's like y'all motherfuckers got every dangerous animal that y'all could think of. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to walk out the crib and see a tarantula on my porch or a fucking bat hanging off of my awning or some shit. Like, man, fuck all that. That should be looking absolutely insane. I had a colleague, my former colleague of mine that lived in Australia for a little bit. She had all types of crazy stories. My old manager, Tamaya, she lived in Australia for a couple months. Yeah, venomous snakes and all that. Like, bro, we don't got that shit in Philly. Like, in Philly, we got like fucking rats, possums, and fucking alley cats. Nigga, that's what the fuck we be worried about. And we be having raccoons too, but they be minding their business. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I ain't fighting no. You said they both 21? Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. The one that's 65 kilograms with 25 to 30 fights, Derek Moore. Sparred Derek Moore. And then the other one that got under 20 fights, man, they both could see Derek, for real, for real. But Yeah. I don't know how's y'all amateur boxing over there? Like y'all got good fighters over there? Is y'all like y'all got some world ranked like dudes? Like what's y'all boxing culture like over there? Cause boxing Philly filled with fucking killers, bro. You gonna be boxing a kangaroo on the wrong day? Man, fuck no. I ain't boxing no fucking kangaroo, bro. Hell no. I heard them niggas can disembowel you with a kick. Fuck that. And they claws are like razor sharp. Nah, bro. Now, if it was just hands, I'll fuck one of them kangaroos up. I be seeing them Australians be punching them kangaroos in their mouth and they be running away and shit. So they not really cut like that, but one of them little niggas is angry, and I know they're a lot stronger than us. That shit gonna get bad. That's what you said. I think you could take a kangaroo. You see, she trying to spice me to get hurt. That's how niggas die when you got women gashing them up to do some shit. Oh, okay, man. Yeah, man. I would love to show y'all around. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all the boxing culture in Philly, man. You saying they moving down here or they visiting down here? Yeah, Smoochy definitely want me to die. I'm saying some shit like that. Shay said a kangaroo broke his car. How the fuck you break a car? Bless you. Did he break something on your car? The fuck you mean? He totaled your whip? This nigga said a kangaroo broke his car. Broke what? Nah, bro. Trust me. A kangaroo ain't gonna get no smoke from me. We straight. See, a kangaroo wouldn't last in Philly. They be picking them kangaroos up off the street. Scraping them niggas from off the street. Yo, imagine if you just let off like a group of imagine if they let off like a group of kangaroos at all different parts of the city of Philly. You just let them go. Put them in north, south, southwest. Bro, all them kangaroos dying, bro. You gonna have the whole city shook. Like, what the fuck? They gonna be popping the shit out them kangaroos, bro. They be shooting dogs, nigga. Can you hear me, man? I was saying, imagine if they let go like a pack of kangaroos all throughout the city. So like north, south, southwest, west. Yo, all them kangaroos gonna be dead, bro. Them niggas gonna be shooting them. Yo, like if a fucking pit bull gets loose and they start like running at people, bro, like they be bodying pit bulls in Philly. Fuck that. Would I swim at the beaches in Australia? I can't swim, so fuck no. No guns legal in Australia, would people be having them? Damn. We learning something about down under. I remember when them Outback Steakhouse commercials used to pop up. That nigga had this funny ass Australian accent. I gotta see what the culture is like in Australia, though. I heard there's a lot of black folks in Australia. What they call them, the Aboriginal Australians or something like that. I heard there's a lot of racism down there too. I heard there's a lot of racism that happens down in that country. I was just listening to Dr. Umar talk about that, John. Yeah, the original Australians are black. They go back like 65,000 years. Come down to Mexico is very safe. Hell no. The shark are crazy. I read up on that too. See, everything wrong with y'all. It's like Y'all niggas is like a walking that country like a walking death trap. Everywhere you go, you assed out. You got the venomous motherfucking snakes over here. You got the motherfucking kangaroos over here. Bro, niggas not doing that, bro. Spiders, they probably venomous too. Being in Australia, you gotta be like every step you take, you worried about stepping on a landmine or something. Australia is known for people going missing. I'm cool. They say that sharks don't really try to target humans though. You want to go to Ireland? For what? I don't know, bro. Like I want to travel and shit like that, but I don't know. I be feeling like I'll be so caught up, and I gotta stop doing this too. I be feeling like I'll be so caught up in work and like bills and all that shit that I just be like, I don't be trying to travel for real. I'll be so focused on work and I don't even be worried about like going somewhere. And if I do go somewhere, it's probably like where I'm comfortable with going, like a Puerto Rico or something. I gotta really get out of that while I'm still young. I don't want to grow old and be like, damn, all I did was work. I didn't take the time to see the work. I'm in boxing, Smoochie. I'm in boxing and I'm in banking. But we got any last questions before I get up out of here, y'all? I see this unibrow coming in crazy. Look at that. Sheesh. Bring some Chips Ahoy over here. Bring some Chips Ahoy over here, baby. Maria. Yo, you gonna bring the whole pack, huh? Shh. Crazy.
4.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh shit. We got South Korea. Wait, hold on. We got South Korea in the building. Oh shit. I think De La Soul. Oh, that's why your name De La Soul. Okay. You got to spell like Seoul, Korea too. So make sure you know them laws when you travel. Here in South Korea, there's no self-defense laws. So a lot of Americans get deported back. No type of drugs are illegal. So what you mean no self-defense laws? There's no self-defense laws. So like if somebody hits you and you hit them back, you still get in trouble? Yeah, I had Tates. I used to buy them Johns all the time. Because it was like this convenience store right next to the old job I had. And they used to have them Johns out. They expensive. What you mean it's like that in Jersey? I used to put them Tate chocolate chip cookies in the microwave. There's this old white lady where I'm from named Miss Darlene, and she makes the best cookies in the whole hood. And she still sells them for $1. It'd be like 5 in a pack. She selling for $1. The whole, like she gotta make them. She gotta make a shit ton of them because they sell out so quick. It's like a hood favorite. For real? Says New Jersey does allow you to defend yourself if you are attacked, but there are limitations. She said, where's she at? She down like 3rd in Indiana. But she's at this Christian community center on 6th and Cambria. Crossroads Community Center. That's where you'll find Miss Darlene. But she from like the worst part of my hood. And everybody love her. All the street niggas love Miss Darlene. She got to be, because she raised the whole neighborhood, bro. She used to have all the trap niggas, all them niggas was in the community center teaching them about the Bible and shit like that. So Miss Darlene got to be like one of the most safest people, if not the safest person in the whole hood. Ain't nobody playing with her unless you want to go see God or something. So you can't hit back. Whoever took the most damage can sue. It's shit here. What the fuck? They gonna deport my ass. Because the moment a nigga swing on me, they getting pull counter. Boop, boop. Especially if I peep that you about to swing. My timing is still immaculate, y'all. Don't get it fucked up. Shay said, Mark, with your fighters, do you like them stand on their back toe or flat foot? I think it's dependent upon the situation. It depends on what style is in front of you. Now, when a lot of people, you're referring to the back toe, you're talking about like, we call that, in Philly, we call that like a kickstand. That's something that like Tito Trinidad did where like they on the ball of their back leg. You know what I'm saying? That allows you to generate a lot of power when you're coming forward. And it's really good for balance purposes as well. That's something that I would recommend if you need to take that approach. You see what I'm saying? Like if somebody is in the back foot with you, or you feel like you can overpower that person, I would suggest getting on the ball of that back foot, and displaying that power, or you know what I'm saying? If you need to be more of like a sturdy force in the ring, that was something that I would suggest. Now, in terms of like flat feet, I feel like that's something that you're gonna have to do eventually in the fight anyway. Like, what you just gonna be on your toes the whole time? Like, I don't think there's one steady approach to take in a fight. I think you have to mix up a little bit of everything, depending upon the situation. Like, if this guy, let's say you got somebody that's aggressive and they coming forward, and that seems to be more of their game than yours, then yeah, you might have to utilize some side-to-side movement. If it's a situation where like you're basically battling for range or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? You might have to get on that back. You might have to get on the ball of that back foot and push them back with the jab. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say this person is scared of your power or doesn't really want to engage with you. You might have to pick them feet up, sit in the pocket with flat feet, and rip shots to the body, bring something over the top. It's all dependent upon the fighter's style. None of my fighters fight the same. And I think a lot of trainers need to stop taking 3 guys and have them fight all identical. I think that's very one-dimensional of trainers to do that. I feel like you have to get an understanding for who your fighter is, because I'm not going to teach the stocky brawler how to fight like the tall outboxer. And the opposite is also true. I'm not going to teach the tall outboxer to fight like the stocky brawler. The short stocky brawler. It just don't make sense to me. You gotta observe these guys and see what God blessed them with, for one. What I do, this is what I do, Shay. This is what I do. And I ain't gonna give out too much game, you feel me? But I teach them a little bit of everything. So, like defense, for example, I teach how to catch with the high guard. I teach upper body movement. I teach stepping over to get off of the center line. You know what I'm saying? Rolling, catching punches, and I teach them that. And once they get all of that down, they're going to gravitate towards whatever is more comfortable for them. You know what I'm saying? There's like, I had a fighter, for instance, shout out to Isaiah Berry. He was a fucking beast at catching shots on the high guard. Like, you could throw him 1, 2, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. And he catching all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas had trouble landing clean on him. Like, he just had really good timing with the high guard. But then I had a fighter by the name of I had a fighter by the name of Nate Cruz. You can find him on YSM Sports Media if you just type his name. You can see me giving him pad work and all that shit. He was a fucking beast with head movement. His upper body movement was phenomenal. Then I had another kid by the name of Sayel Gonzalez who had really fast feet, like a Devin. He fought very similar to Devin, except he threw a lot more punches. It's probably because he was an amateur, but regardless. Fast feet. That's a form of defense as well. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I teach them a little bit of everything, or whatever they gravitate towards. That's what they choose to do. But you know, there's times where Zay couldn't use the high guard. You know what I mean? The dude may have been a little bit too fast for him, so he had to, you know, use his feet a little bit, or you know, exercise. You know, use his upper body movement to slip, you know, and get inside to rip certain shots. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you have to be well-rounded as a fighter in order to adapt. You can't fight one way your whole career and think that you're just gonna have an easy time with everybody. You know, that was one of my criticisms with Tito Trinidad, my favorite fighter of all time. He had a lot of success. He only had 3 losses in his career. He had a lot of success with that one style, but you know, he did horrible in some fights because he wasn't able to adapt and change the strategy up. You knew what Tito was going to do when he got in there. He was fundamentally sound, punch hard with both hands. You know what I mean? He had some good quality. He was a solid boxer. But he gravitated more towards this one style. He had this one style that he was locked in with that he wouldn't really trade in for anything. So he ended up having hard times with guys like Winky Wright, you know what I'm saying? Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones. You see what I'm saying? So there's that. Shay said, yeah, bro. He said, yeah, bro, a lot of trainers only know one style. Seeing that you know different styles, you're a good trainer, bro. Love the answers. Thank you for the gems. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Australia, man. And if y'all do consider coming to Pivot Boxing Academy, I was just joking, all that shit. You're more than welcome to come by, brother. You know what I'm saying? We always looking for different looks. We're always looking for different work. We have people that travel from all over the world to come and spar with us. And it's a blessing, bro. To even come train with us. Like we had somebody from Taiwan, Japan. So that's just Asia alone. Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. What was that one dude from? Argentina. Nicaragua. Of course, Mexico. Canada. The UK. Shout out to Hasim Hassan. You know what I mean? He came over from the UK, my UK brev. You know what I mean? We got some work in. I showed him some shit. So it's dope. We always looking for different looks, different styles. Different countries box different ways. So it's always dope to see that. But anyways, I'm going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and show love as always. If I could go ahead and hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We went up to the 3,300 mark. Looking to hit that 3,400 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mile for making this possible. I'll be back at y'all with another live, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue cooking up what's going on in the boxing world. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the boy Shay. Shout out to Smoochie. Shout out to De La Soul. Shout out to Empty the Clip. Hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Valentine's Day as well. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.